Hi, I'm Jen, and this is From Jen. Way back at the start of 2021, I made a vision board. And it was my first vision board. And not only was it my first vision board, but the making of it was the very first video I made on this channel. The act of making a vision board, of putting your dreams and desires into a tangible form, is really an act of trust in the universe. It's not easy to say what you want out loud in the first place. And never mind sharing those with other people. It's uniquely vulnerable. My board was a picture of a life that could be. It balanced quiet moments at home with transcendent travel experiences and warm moments of community. A year later, that collage that I made is smudged and battered. It has been through a lot, and so have I. There were 8 whole months of 2021 before Kevin was diagnosed with cancer. But the last 4 months somehow loom way larger in my image of my year. My vision board did not have any hospital waiting rooms in it, or plastic tubed medical devices, or baskets full of prescription bottles. I didn't ask the universe for any of that. I asked for peace and centering and simple pleasures. But does my life actually look any more like this vision board than it did a year ago? Maybe. The world didn't return to normal in 2021 the way a lot of us had hoped that it would. And our lives, mine in particular, may never completely return to normal. But we did do a lot of the things I wanted to do this year. We did share meals with family and friends, and we did travel. We drove the whole length of the West Coast from Los Angeles to Seattle. There weren't any hot springs this year, and I wish there were hot springs. I always wish for hot springs. But does any of that mean that the vision board worked, or that it didn't work? This is what I've come to. Starting the year with this exercise provided me with an image of how my year could look. Not how it was going to look, or how it was guaranteed to look, or how I could manifest it to look. It provided me with a snapshot of a daydream of the things that I most wanted to embrace when faced with an uncertain future. In that way, it reminds me of how I use tarot. The vision board crystallized my thoughts and desires at a particular point in time, and it provided a representation that I could return to as the year progressed to center and refocus myself in that direction. And I did return to it. Sometimes that was painful, as things didn't turn out the way that I had hoped. And sometimes it even brought about feelings of guilt and shame as my priorities changed dramatically from where they'd started. We're imperfect humans living in an imperfect and ever-changing world, and a year can be a long time for our desires and our circumstances, and it certainly was for mine in 2021. More often than not, though, when I returned to this collage, it was feeling right. And I think that that's an advantage that images have over words, and I say that as a die-hard word person. If I had started my year by writing down something like, I want to retile my bathroom in colorful tiles, that would have been a very different goal than just cutting out pictures of color tiles and sprinkling them here and there across my vision board. When I look at those tiles now, I don't see a remodeled bathroom. I see myself welcoming more color into my life and embracing the history and the multiculturalism of Los Angeles. I see myself honoring the place where I live now and learning to love my life in Southern California, finding my place here. And I also see something unexpected. A few weeks ago, I did this creativity exercise that led me to something that I'm now calling my Muse Home. I wrote all about it on the blog, and I'll link to that again in the description. But the short of it is that I created a sort of a mental meditation space where I can go for solace and inspiration. And as it turns out, that place looks an awful lot like my vision board. That, more than anything else, tells me that yes, the vision board worked. It didn't influence the future or allow me to manifest certain outcomes, but I wasn't expecting that. And what it did do was reveal some truths about my life, about my wants and my needs, and that remained valuable over the course of the year, providing insight and direction in a more malleable form than something like a journal or a goal list would do. And it was nice to look at. I mean, even now, looking at it still makes me happy. So will I make another vision board for 2022? Yeah, I think so. So I guess stay tuned for that. And until next time, I am wishing you love and joy and all of those good things. And I can't wait to talk to you again.